Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second here. Um, Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Fall Media News. I'm your host, Dave Mead, for tonight. And, just gonna get some really interesting things to talk about in here. So, if anybody wants to jump on our live stream on YouTube, go right ahead. You guys can. And I'm on YouTube, also Twitter, if it's there. So, uh, you know, um, and yeah. So if it's there, so I gotta I'm live on that one, YouTube. I am live on YouTube. Fall River Media. Fall River Media. So if you guys want to, hop on the live stream, I got something that I want to talk about, and let's see here. Um, First off, I'm going to start off with this one. Um Chino Hill mom was arrested and accused of stabbing her 13-year-old son. The stories included discussion of a suicide if you or a loved one once is feeling distressed. Help is available. National Suicide Prevention, Lifeline, and Crisis Center prevention is free. Confidential and emotional support 24 hours to 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call or text 988 or chat at 988lifeline.org. Chin Hill, Cliff, and a mother was arrested earlier this week, allegedly stabbing her 13-year-old son before turning the knife on herself. The San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department, the San Bernardino County Sheriff Department was called out at a home in Van Ant and Chino Hill just before 8 a.m. on Monday, September 23rd, after reporting a stabbing. When the deputies got there, they found the 13-year-old boy and his mother, who they identified as young Chin Park, both with multiple stab wounds. Paramedics brought them both to a local trauma center. Surgeons suggest a woman stabbed to death in South LA's son fighting off suspect, police saying. After concluding their investigation, deputies determined that Park stabbed her son multiple times before attempting suicide. Both Parks and her son survived their injuries. Deputies arrested Parks and booked her on suspicious of attempted murder and child endangerment among the potential charges. Wow, man, that's crazy. Oh my God. Oh man, these people are nuts. Man, who was the mother that stabbed her children to death for not seeing? Massachusetts drivers no DOI gets payday on Fridays. Oh. So yeah, and the other one there, I want to talk about the police chief too. Um, so I want to talk about I also want to talk about the police chief. Today, Florida Police Department mourns of the loss of a member of our family. On September 27th, 2024, retired Detective Brian Cardoza passed away unexpectedly at Rhode Island Hospital. Detective Cardoza retired on April 30th, 2023, after serving as the Fall River Police Department for 25 years. Since that time, he has served as a special police officer. Detective Cardoza is remembered of his in effective personality and enthusiasm and selfishness. We extended our deepest condolence to Detective Cardoza, friends, and family of the Fall River Police Department. Uh, I just want to say that Cardoza will, he will be missed, and he will be missed. And my condolence out for the family of this fine police officer that was, um, you know, um, that passed away unexpectedly. So I just want to say thank you for his service, and he will always be remembered. He will always be remembered. As as a police officer. As a police officer, I remember back in the day that we had several police officers that passed away. Matter of fact, if we remember Thomas Gunter, he was shot on Middle Street. He was shot on Middle Street passing out parking tickets. I remember that. You know what I'm saying? So I do remember, and and now his son was a Marine, and now his son is a police officer of the city of Fall River too as well. So and we will continue on talking about this. Remembering these veterans that were actually out there protecting the city of Fall River, and crimes and stuff that go on here in the city. And and sometimes it's not easy to be a police officer in the city of Fall River or anywhere nowadays, because you never know when you're knocking at a door. When you're going to a domestic violence call or a domestic abuse call or disturbance, you never know what's basically what door you're not. You never know. I mean, who's behind that door? You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's why sometimes police officers will, they have to go there with backup, you know what I'm saying? Because you never know what's there, you know what I'm saying? I mean, domestic violence situations could, get out of hand if you have one police officer, but if you have two or three there, then, it's easier to calm things down, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes things get, all riled up when you're, you know, at a call. You know what I'm saying? I mean, even sometimes, even sometimes, it's kind of hard. You know what I'm saying? To know what kind. You never know. What should if you if well, I mean, if you're going to a shooting, or if you're going to You never know what kind of calls you're going to get. If you're working during the day or at night, you never know what kind of call. Even during the day, you could get a shots fired call, or there's shots fired over there. And then when you get to the scene, you don't know, how many people are involved. You don't know if there's any weapons involved. You don't know. I mean, people could just call and say, hey, call 911 and say, hey, you know what? Hey, there's a shots fired over here on so and so street on North Main here. You know what I'm saying? But they don't tell you how many people are involved. Okay. They don't tell you. You know what I'm saying? And when you get to the scene, you're right there. You know what I'm saying? So as a police officer, you have to, you got to run to danger as a police officer, and it's kind of hard, for them. You know what I'm saying? It is. It's terrifying, and we shouldn't even, we shouldn't even, because we need them. You know what I'm saying? We do need the police. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard. You know what I'm saying? For people to understand, even fire departments. You know what I'm saying? Even paramedics. I mean, they go all day long. You know, and it's kind and it's sad that we the people. We have to deal with all this. You know what I'm saying? And uh, so what is this? A mandate release? What's this? What's this about? Oh, okay, all right. On September 20, from the mandate release, on September 27, 2021, Fall River, Mass, Mayor Paul Coogan and Police Chief Paul Gibbons has reached an monthly agreement upon path regarding to the Chief Gibbons is to return to his prior rank of captain, uh, where he will assume the command of the major crime division after the Chief Gibbons expected all personnel time. The decision comes after a service discussion between the two leaders, both who agree in this time for the new uh, direction with the Fall River Police Department Chief Gibbons, who has served the city within dedication and leadership and credit with his guiding the agency through the challenges and prior. The Chief Gibbons has made a significant contributions to the department and the community, turning the department around during a difficult time, said Mayor Coogan. Captain, we are grateful for the leadership and are confident his continued service. Chief Gibbons expresses his sacri- significations, sacrificing with the compliment, mission, accomplishment. Fall River is the capacity, said Giving. However, after much of reflections, I believe it's time for a change. I am proud of the progress we made, but I recognize that it is important to focus more on my family at this stage of my career. Both Mayor Coogan and Chief Givens emphasized that the decision was made amicably and with his best interests of the community in in and made Chief Givens leadership and experience will continue to benefit the Fall River Police Department. The department especially has stepped into family roles overseeing the major crime division. Well, I mean, yes, I think it's I mean, sometimes police. I mean, taking a role as chief. I mean, you got to give up. You got to give up a lot. You know what I'm saying? You got to give up a lot. Contact Ann O'Neill Souza at 508-324-2600. Sometimes as as a chief of police, sometimes you gotta oversee the department a lot. You know what I'm saying? And as chief is not easy because I mean, you have as chief of police, you have a lot of men under your command. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, uh, you know, um, we're always called to duty all the time. You know what I'm saying? And police officers are. You know what I'm saying? Police officers don't get breaks. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you're sitting at a dinner table, or you're sitting at a Christmas table with your family, or you're sitting at a Thanksgiving dinner. Boom, automatically, hey, we need you down here. We got, shots fired. We got, I mean, guns blazing all over the city, all over the city, right? So we got guns blazing all over the city. So we need every available man we can. And believe me, you got to jump out of that table, okay? Jump into uniform. Sometimes you don't even have time to jump into uniform. Sometimes you got to jump right into your car, get over there, get briefed, and get out there. You know what I'm saying? And get out there with the rest of the people, rest of the guys. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It is. Sometimes it's not hard. It's not easy being a police officer. It's not. I mean, it's nuts. You know what I'm saying? And people think, oh, being a police officer is easy. No, it's not. It's it's one of the it's one of the hottest things in the world to be a police officer. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, you're sacrificing a lot. They're digging through your family and everything else and stuff. Oh yeah, I mean it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's nuts. They dig through your family, your family. Oh, I'm sorry, but I need him. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, even being cheap is not easy. You know what I'm saying? So that will cut him down a little, family time. You know what I'm saying with him. You know what I'm saying, and I want to thank him for Chief Givens. You know what I'm saying for being the taking on the role of chief in the department of. I don't know him, but a lot of times I'm saying. I mean, I like to. You know what I'm saying, and I want to thank him for his service and thank him for taking a role of chief. And at least he was honest and said that, well, geez, I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, family comes first. Well, yeah, I mean, family does come first. You know what I'm saying? And it's not hard because you're out there every single day, even being a police commissioner. You know what I mean? You get calls when you're sleeping at 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, police officer was shot, or, there was shots fired, who got hit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I mean, they want to, police commissioners want to know too. You know what I'm saying? And it's not easy to to be a chief police officer or a police commissioner. It's very hard. You know what I'm saying? Takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of courage. You gotta set schedules here and set schedules there. I mean, police officers get out of hand. You gotta go over and find out what happened. You gotta reprimand them. I mean, you gotta modify them. You know what I'm saying? I mean, things like that. You know what I'm saying? It's not easy. You know what I'm saying? It's not easy at all. I don't want to say that it is, because it's not. Okay. Uh, I'm just saying. So I just got something here. Mass State Police trooper who died after training exercise mourn of at the wake. So yeah, it's sad. Calling hours here held on Friday for a Massachusetts State Police recruit who died after training mishap at the State Police Academy earlier this month. All loved ones gathered in the Worcester and Friday afternoon for to acquire the Langado wake. His funeral will be held on Saturday at 10 a.m. He will receive full state police honor for his service. He was just a great person. Andrew Howard, as a former co-worker of Delingo's Grace, said at his calling hours, Delingo Grace, 25, died after sustaining injuries, including missed teeth and damages skull and fracture to the neck while participating in a boxing training exercise designed to teach defense tactic, and exercise has now been suspended. And the state police LT Cool John Merrill has directed the agency division to stand down on training to review the State Police Academy Defense Tactic Program. So on Monday, Massachusetts Attorney General Andrew J. Campbell's named Attorney David Merrill to lead an independent investigation into Delingo's quick death. The Worcester County District Attorney Office had previously said that it could not conduct the investigation because Delingo Grace used to work as a victim witness advocate in the office. The Democratic State Senator Michael Moore and Robin and Kennedy were among the lawmakers who called for the Campbell appoint special investigation. We will wish that the decision could be made sooner. Due to it, said Moore, we understand it was going to take some time to pick an department counsel. We are going to continue to work with the state police, with the outside investigators, and to do everything we can in our power to make sure they have the answers, Kennedy added. Ahead of the services, Delingo's family spoke exclusively with NBC 10 Boston. They still have a lot of questions about his death. Sandra's Grace says here her son always wanted to dedicate himself and to help others. When he told her that he was interested in law enforcement, she said she worried for his safety, but as a family, they supported his dream. So yeah, I mean, yeah, well, they supported his dream, and I mean, it's, yeah, I mean, it's good. I'm saying, to support somebody's dream. I'm saying, but that investigation is ongoing, and so they're gonna suspend the boxing training at the state police barrack at the state police academy, because this guy just ended up dying from it. You know what I'm saying, so well, but hey, my prayers and everything go out to the family, and we and when something happens to a police officer, regardless if you're part of a family of a police officer, when something happens, you know, everyone we all get shook up. You know what I'm saying, on so we all do. You know what I'm saying, it's and because police officers sometimes are like family to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Most, good police officers. I mean, that's how I take it. You know what I'm saying? Good police officers, And I have no regrets for police officers. I think they're awesome people. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I think they're awesome people, but they need to be more thorough checked, even before they become police officers. You know what I'm saying, because sometimes police officers, they get their uh, so I mean, police officers sometimes they get their records sponged. You know what I'm saying? So they can get on the police on there, and then something when they get on there, and then all of a sudden they end up screwing up again. You know what I'm saying? So because they think that the badge that they have is going to back them. That badge will only back you if you're doing a great job. You know what I'm saying? That's the only time a police badge will back you. You know what I'm saying? You know, let's see what's going on with this. Let me check this out. Let me check these things out. Let me check these out. These polls. Economic. See. Let me check these polls out. Yeah, I gotta check these polls out for a minute. Huh. Let's see here. 68 Trump supports. Uh, I don't know. They're not saying anything with these polls, so I'm not going to worry about that right now. So I'm not going to worry about the federal election right now. So um, I just want to talk about, important things. No details revealed. Okay, so I mean that's all news. Mass governor will cover the cost of installing solar homeowners and these zip codes. These stupid. These are what do you call it? Solar panels, and it's ridiculous. Haley's St. Elizabeth's and Medical Center throughout the infinite demands to keep the hospital open. What are the odds of Trump will win the 24 election? Being odd that the state by state, it would be state by state. That's it. Alabama inmate took nearly 10 minutes to die during a night Ragon gas execution. Wow. Fall River News, two-bedroom senior apartments from 250 a month are stunning. Dunkin' Donuts will offer free coffee and National Coffee Day. Bandon issued a message to MAGA from prison. Ooh. Oh my God. Massachusetts ballot questions could change how restaurants pay and serve. Open positions by overnight caregivers in Fall River. 134 solo were killed in a dead event on the U.S. Navy vessel since the Second World War. Child labor laws violation in fall. I love. This is what I want to talk about. This is what I want to talk about. Child labor. And this is finally happening here in Fall River. And I never thought in my whole entire life that this would ever happen. Child labor law violation in Fall River behind the Fall Star Store. UMass Dartmouth deals with more. Also this week, showing that it looks back on the week in Politics and studios sessions with the Land Baker Trail and our pick for what to do this week. A seafood processing plant in Fall River is at the heart of a new lawsuit that claims that the plant employees under immigrant workers and saying that the teens were exposed to potentially dangerous conditions. The suit comes a year after an investigation by the public radio into possible child labor violation at the seafood processor in New Bedford. Also, a year after UMass Dartmouth uh, partly closed its art campus at the Star Store in New Bedford. An investigation by the Massachusetts Inspector General gives us a clear picture picture of what exactly happened and who is to blame. And we hear studio sessions with a Providence-based jazz combo at the Land Baker Trio. That more on this week's show. Wow. Weekly catch on produce and public radio on host Louis. Yeah, so that's crazy, man. Child labor, man. Oh, in a fish market. Oh my God, man. Child labor. I mean, they're working these people to the bone, man. That's not right. You know what I'm saying? Working people to the bone. Child labor, underage kid, underage working at the fish market in New Bedford. Wow, and we also had one here in Fall River. I didn't even know that. I mean, wow. I mean, it's happening all over the place. I mean, using migrants for child labor and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's crazy. Oh my good God, man. Man, what is wrong with people? Wow, it is child labor. I mean, this is nuts, man. Um, wow, crazy. You know, it is. It's nuts. I mean, it is. It is. It's nuts. You know, I mean, what is actually going on with people, man, these days? You know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, people are just a little bit, again, a little bit nuts. Half the time. But it's 8:08. And I just wanted to let me see here. Hold on here. It's 8:08. And I'm just wanted to actually send the link out because it's not too many people know that I'm on. Not too many people know that I'm on YouTube right now. So it's not too many people do know that. Error loaded. Wow. So all right. I have. Let me see. I should be. Let me see on live right now. Yeah. So yes, I am on live right now. Um, I am live right now on live chat right now. And just just want to so, send these what do you call it out there. All right. You know what? I'm going to send it out. Uh, let me see. Yeah. All right. Let me see what's going on here. Let's see. All right. There we go. Okay. Right now, Forward Media's got two people watching right now. So, yes, I'm on live chat right now. And so just please just be with me. Just be with me a little bit. And and today, we had a little bit of today. We had a little bit of excitement down at the Fall River bus terminal. I was, we were sitting at the terminal waiting for the bus, and when this car happened to pull up. Unbelievable. And it was a black car. Guy got out with his shirt, and the guy got out with his with no shirt on, and I'm just standing there, and I'm just standing there, and I went, holy mackerel! The girl just kind of like really just smacked this guy right in front of everybody. Everybody had their live cameras, had their live feed out there on the bus terminal. So I mean, I went out there because I mean, you know, it. I went out there to help the to make sure that the security guard that was working tonight didn't get jumped. You know what I'm saying. I mean, but by the time by the time, see again, what I'm saying, by the time the police show up, they're gone. You know what I'm saying? You know, the cops came twice there, at the Fall River bus station. And let me tell you something. And the cop turned around, and then, when they came the second time for the others, the cop turned around and said, "Look, if I have to come back here one more time, I'm going to lock these guys up." Okay, and that's it. But even for because it's loitering, public nuisance. You know what I'm saying, and it's. You can't cause trouble, man. You gotta. You can have fun, but have fun a different way. You know what I'm saying, don't have. Don't create a chaos in a bus station, because you got people that go there with their children. They want to take the bus. You got people that go there that go to work. They want to take the bus. You know what I'm saying? People just don't want to go there is because there's a lot of headache over there. So on October 1st, there is a meeting at the one government center, at the one government center at 2 o'clock on Tuesday. If you guys want to go there, you guys should go there and show up and say, "Hey, look, we're afraid to go at the bus station because of all this stuff that goes on there at the bus station." You know what I'm saying? Come on, it's not, it's not easy. You know what I'm saying? It's hard, you know, some people just don't understand. You know what I'm saying? That there's children that go there with their families to the bus station. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you're gonna go there, take the bus, get on the bus, go to your destination. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And then story. You know what I'm saying? Don't go there to cause problems, or and guy pops out of his car and slaps another guy across the face over there. And then the girl goes up to, I don't even know if it was his mother or his girlfriend or something. She went up to him, man. She popped him right in front of everybody, man. Everybody had their live stream out. What an embarrassment this is. You know what I'm saying? It's horrible, man. I'm telling you. It is. And you think that, by passing an ordinance, you think that this stuff is going to go away, and passing an ordinance, and want to ticket the homeless people. And come to find out that the mayor Paul Coogan had part of this, situation. It's not right. You know what I'm saying? These people need a place to live. You know what I'm saying? And nobody's helping them. I know that there is people out there, right? I can understand that there is people out there that have you know that ruin it for everybody else. I get it. You know what I'm saying? But what about the shelter? Isn't there any room for our people? You know what I'm saying? This is what we pay for the shelters for. This is why we donate to the shelters, because the shelters are supposed to be the people that live here in Massachusetts, not people that jump over the bloody border, and then come over here with a half a dozen families, and then decide to move into a shelter. Is that right? The shelters are we give donations to the people that live, the taxpayers that live here. Give donations to these homeless shelters. Not for the homeless to come over here, not for the people that jump over the border and decide to and take over our homeless shelter and leave our people out on the street. Okay. You think that you think you tell me what's wrong with that picture. What is wrong with that picture? You let me know what's wrong with it. You know, it's already getting sickening already. We the people, we're the ones that are paying for that shelter. Taxpayers are paying for that shelter. Our donations go to that shelter, the one on Durfee Street and the one on North Main Street. Both of those shelters, are full. Both of those shelters are full with migrants and everything, and it's not right. It's not right at all. That shelter is made Both of those shelters are made for our people, okay? And that's and our people. And then later and later on, you kick our people out of the shelter and let our people go live in the street and everything else. You think that's fair? No. What's wrong with this picture? Okay, there's a lot wrong with this picture. There is, okay, you know, and then you go and pass an ordinance like this. I mean, what is wrong with the city council? Okay, what is wrong with the mayor of the city of Fall River? What's wrong with his brain? What's wrong with their brain? Okay, their brain is not connected the way it should be. Maybe not. Okay, I think they need more help than the people that are out in the street. Okay, passing on ordinance like that. That is absurd, man. That is not the way to do business here in Fall River, and that's why you get these people. That's why they retaliate and act up the way they do because of what the government does to these homeless and homeless veterans. Okay, so what if they make a mess? So what? I mean, it's not that they need a place to sleep. They need help. Okay, they need some kind of recreation. Okay, and I've been saying this for God knows how long. I've been saying this. Goodness, man, I'm telling you, you know, it's pretty sad that we have to keep repeating ourselves hundreds of times because the government, the mayor of the city of Fall River, city councilors don't care about what goes on with our homeless and our homeless veterans. Okay, I even said, look, there is ideas. Okay, you get the empty mills. Okay, you renovate it, you put beds in there. It's big enough, both floors. Okay, you can put you can put a half a dozen beds there, and for them people to live. You know what I'm saying? Instead of saying, "Oh, I'm gonna pass an ordinance and I'm gonna give these people a ticket and everything else and stuff," if they congregating all over the place. Okay. The reason why they're sleeping around all over the place in people's backyards and everything else because people like Paul Coogan, okay, and city officials, okay, which is I will call out on them. Okay? I will call them out, okay, because they don't want to help anybody. Okay, I don't care who you are. Okay, you know what? You're supposed to be out. You're supposed again. All right, and I talk about representation. You're supposed to be started representation. Represent us, not the migrants that come jumping over the borders and getting free food stamps and free this and free that. Okay, free cars, free house, and everything else and stuff. Don't tell me because I do know what's going on. Okay, and not to say they're getting a free license on the R&B. Okay, so it's okay to give them the homeless shelter. Let them invade our homeless shelter, right? So let them invade our homeless shelter, but throw our people out in the street, our homeless people out in the street. How fair is that? Okay, it's not. Okay, it's not fair. Okay, I think it's bizarre. That's what I think it is. Okay, and I mean, you know, I mean, at some point, I'm gonna be, at some point, I'm gonna be holding a gathering around, but I just don't know when I'm gonna do it, but I will. Okay, and something, I'm gonna get out there and I'm gonna send a message to the politicians because something, myself and the people of the city of Fall River, we are fed up with all this nonsense that's going on. Okay. We are fed up with it because we are so fed up with the politicians. Okay, these because these people, okay, does not do anything. Okay, about they're not even helping the homeless out. Okay, they're more focusing on making ordinance, giving tickets out to the homeless people, right? So something. You know what? I think it's about time that I gather up my group and stand, and send a message to these elected officials. Okay, a lot of these elected officials, because I'm going to tell you why. Because something, that's the only way that they're going to listen to us. Okay, That's the only way they're going to listen to us, and they are going to help the other people in here in the city of Fall River. Okay, because it's nuts. Okay, and it's been like that. And you know something? And giving tickets out to the homeless, that's not helping. Okay, that is not helping. So you only put more stress on the Fall River Police Department, more stress on the Fall River Police Department. Okay, instead of saying, well, you know what? Let's help the homeless. Okay, let's find these people a place to stay. Maybe we could make create another homeless shelter, a big mill or something, so these people can go in there, get cleaned up, live and get jobs. I mean, by putting an ordinance against them, it's not helping. Today, it was an example. Today was a big example. Today, okay, today was a big example. It's not helping. Okay, it's not helping at all. And you know something? And these politicians don't want to listen. Okay, Joe Camara, Brad Kilby, and who else? Sean Kadeem, Linda Pereira, and you know something. And I heard that Mayor Paul Coogan had part of this ordinance too today. I heard that he did. Okay, you know something. It's not working. Okay, you need to abolish that. You need to avoid that ordinance. Okay, that ordinance should be avoided because it's not helping. It's only making it worse. You people like to make things worse instead of better. Okay, instead of better. Come on. I don't want to hear. You know something? I ain't voting for none of you people anymore. Okay. You know something? It's because you guys are all a bunch of scum. Okay, of the earth. Okay. I mean, that's not the word I should be saying, but you know something? But sending a ticket. Okay. You want a ticket to homeless. Wow, how is that going to work? Okay, that's not going to work at all. Okay, the only thing that's going to work, the only thing that's going to work, okay, is that these people are more. These people are retaliating more and more every single day. Okay, they need the help. That's what they need. They need the help. Okay. And you know something? And I'm all for the homeless people. And also I'm all for the homeless veterans too as well. Okay. I mean, come on, well, when are you gonna help these people? Okay. These people need help. And we've been saying this for the last for the last 20 years, we've been saying this. Okay. And these people, same people all the time. And you know something? And the reason why things are not getting done, because people keep voting for the same old dinosaurs, city councilors. So, again, I'm going to say this, okay? I'm going to say this. Are you expecting to get different results? No, you're not. You're going to always get the same results if you keep voting these people back in all the time, okay? All the time. If you keep voting these people in all the time. It's time for other people to take a shot at this, okay? There's other people in line too want to become a city council or mayor or something. You know what? Carlos Caesar is running for mayor, and you know something? And I'm going to back him up on affordable housing. I'm going to back him on what do you call it? Because he is the president of the neighborhood association, and he's did a great job here in Fall River. Okay, more than what I can say about Paul Coogan and Jazel Correa. Okay, more than what I can say about them two. Okay, I mean, come on, we're the taxpayers of the city. I'm saying we work. Okay, and homeless shelters, those Durfee Street, all those homeless shelters are funded. Okay, by us. Okay, they're funded by the taxpayers of the city of Fall River. Okay, when we get funding, we give it to them. Okay, that's to help the homeless people, not the migrants of the city, of the people that jump the border. Migrants, whatever, migrants, not the migrants. Okay, it's not to help them; it's to help our people. Okay, And and it's sad that we all have to deal with this kind of nonsense every single day, every single time. Okay, we have to deal with this all the time. And you know what? The people of the city of Fall River, we are sick of dealing with it. Okay, and something. I'm gonna get my group together, and we're gonna stand by the city hall. All right, right in front of it, and we're gonna talk about all this stuff. Okay, right outside. And you know something? And for me, I hope news reporters come. Okay, and I hope they do, because know why? Because we are the people. We are sick and tired of all this nonsense going on and over there. I watched the city council live on TV, on my Facebook page or on my computer, and I see all the stuff that they actually do. Okay, I see it all. All right, I see all this stuff that they actually do. You know, I mean, they fight, they argue, they don't agree with each other. I mean, I mean, what kind of? That's embarrassing. UK, France, and other city, UK and France, they see all this. This is all national TV. Okay, I mean, come on, man. We're being laughed at. Okay, we are being totally laughed at, and you people don't care if we're being laughed at. So you people are making a mockery out of Massachusetts and don't really give a damn what if they are or not, right? Mm. Kind of fishy something going on here. Okay, you people don't know how to run a city. The mayor don't even know how to run a city, and the city and some of those city councilors don't know how to represent anybody. They more represent themselves than they represent the people of the city of Fall River. So how was that? You know what I'm saying? How was that? Okay. How is that when the people of the city of Fall River don't get represented? Okay. This reminds me of Mayor Adams. Okay. This reminds me of Mayor Adams in New York City. Corrupt mayor in New York. To him too. Can't represent the people of New York. Okay. This is what this is all reminds me of. Okay. You know, it's sad. It's horrible, man. It is. It's horrible. And I do feel this way. Okay, I feel that my family, my grandkids, my everything, we're not being represented the way we should be represented. Okay, you know. I mean, sometimes I like to go to the city council and give them a piece of my mind, but I don't want to get thrown out. So you know what? I'll say it right here on my podcast on Former Media. So that way they can actually hear it. Okay, better. Okay. So that way it can get circled around better. So I don't care. So that way I don't get thrown out. So I mean, that's why I do my podcast every single day. Okay? That's why. Because you know something? The election year is getting closer and closer all the time. November 5th is going to be the next election. Okay? The presidential election. That's going to be a good one. That one there is going to be a horror show. Okay? But Trump 2024 all the way. Let's hope. Okay? That's if they don't cheat like they always did, like they did in the 2020 election. Let's hope they don't cheat. But anyways, I just want to say that I'm going to. I don't know when I'm going to. I don't know when I'm going to do it. But I may get a couple of people reform my group and just go down there and talk about what the mayor's doing and city council, how they passed the ordinance and everything. No, because some of this stuff needs to end. It needs to stop. I'm going to keep fighting for the people of the city of Fall River. Okay, I'm going to keep on fighting for them. Okay, because the people of the city of Fall River, the elderly, okay, and they deserve good representation. Okay, so I'm going to keep fighting for the people of the city of Fall River. Okay, because you want to know why? Because they're tired of getting railroaded all the time. They're tired of getting lied to. Okay, they say that they're not going to raise taxes. They raise taxes. Okay, Mayor Paul Coogan's a liar. Okay, Linda Pereira, I don't care if she's listening or not. If she wants to give me a call, give me a call at 774-309-0736. And you know something? And I'm live right now on YouTube, Fall River Media News. And you know something? And I'd be glad to, state my opinion, what I think. You know what I'm saying? So I'd be glad to. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not ashamed. Okay? I'm not ashamed. A lot of people wouldn't say anything because a lot of people won't say anything because, oh, I don't care. Something. But the people of the city of Fall River does care. Okay, the elderly kids, and what more of a taken advantage of. Okay, that the city council, the mayor's office, they take advantage of the elderly. Okay, you know why? Because they're old. Okay, they're old. Oh yeah, wow, that's nice. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I like that. And and then but when they get when they start getting donations off the elderly, right? They're they're like, oh, and then all of a sudden, boom, they forget about the elderly. Okay, these politicians are nothing but liars. Okay, Mayor Paul Coogan is a liar. Okay, Linda, Brad Kilby, Sean Kadeem, and I never hear any truth about Linda Pereira. I'm not going to say that she's did some good. Okay, she did some. I'm going to say she did some. Michelle Dion too, but I mean, it's nuts. Okay, why don't we find some truth here? And agree with each other. I mean, the heck with the president of the city council. Joe Camara. He doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't know what he's saying. He's a knucklehead too. Okay, he is. He's a knucklehead. And I'll say it. Yeah, 3 minutes. Oh, you got 3 minutes to talk. How can you say something in 3 minutes? Oh, you got 3 minutes. So I mean, you got to go blah 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 in 3 minutes. How can you say something in 3 minutes? You can't say nothing in 3 minutes. Mayor Paul Coogan. I mean, he's useless too. He took a good game when he ran for mayor. Then all of a sudden, no, he doesn't know anybody. He doesn't come out. He doesn't come out and represent the city. He doesn't come out and talk to people. Hey, what do you need? Hey, can I help you? You know what I'm saying? He doesn't care. He doesn't even want to bother helping the homeless, except taxes, except going to give tickets to the homeless people. Yeah. So put more burden on the police department. Just wear them out so that way they can retire faster, right? Is that what you want to do? Of course. You know what I'm saying? So now the instead of them being the mass police, they're going to be the homeless police. That's what's going to happen. Now, the Fall River Police Department is going to be the homeless police. How you like that one? Wow, new name for the Fall River Police Department. So you may add Fall River Homeless Police now. So now we got the Fall River Homeless Police instead of the mask police. So now we got the Fall River Homeless Police. Yeah, wonderful, huh? Yeah, that's really likely. Now we got the Fall River Homeless Police. Yeah. So I mean, I'm just saying that the fact that that it's not right for the the city councils to do this. Okay, so that ordinance should be in void. Okay, in void immediately, because if not, it's gonna it's gonna turn into a protest right outside the city hall. Okay, and you know something, because I will gather all the homeless. I will gather all the homeless veterans, and believe me, and I will sit there and talk to them and tell them, look, I am on your side, and I disagree with with the ordinance, okay, that the city councils put through. I disagree with that, okay. And you know something, and we just maybe go inside and sit and maybe go inside with all the homeless and let the homeless speak their minds and stuff and tell them what they think. How come you're not helping us? How come you're against us? How come you are not, how come you decide to give us, oh, now pass an ordinance to give us tickets? You think it's right? No, it's not. Okay. And I'm speaking out of a former homeless person that I was 4 years, I was homeless. And you know something? And I was homeless 4 years, okay, in New Bedford, okay, at one time. And you know something, and I've always said, when I get back on my feet, I'm going to come back. I'm going to give back to my city, and I'm going to help all the homeless people, all these homeless people out that are homeless, okay? And I'm going to make sure that they get the good representation that they need, because that's what they need, is a good representation. They don't need somebody, hey, I'm going to pass a ordinance, and I'm going to give these people tickets because they're either loitering around or they're sleeping in the woods. You know why? You know why? They sleep in the woods because they don't have a place to go. That's why. So why don't the mayor of the city of Fall River, and you know something? Maybe I may just tell the homeless people, all right, why don't you go to Mayor Paul Coogan's yard and go sleep in his yard and everything? Go sleep in his yard, okay? Because you know something? These people are unfortunate, okay? They don't have nothing. We are, okay? We are fortunate, but you people need to listen to the homeless people and stop and avoid that ordinance, because it's no good. Okay, it's making matters worse. I saw it today. It's making matters worse. So I don't know what to tell you is, but it is. But it's disgrace. Okay, it is. I mean, people are saying, oh, they're going in people's backyards and stealing their what do you call it? Their grills. They're sleeping in people's backyards. Well, you know something? People will do anything to survive. Okay. All right. People will do anything to survive. Okay. Hey, they need to eat. You know what I'm saying? They buy groceries. They camp out in the woods. They need to eat. Okay. They need to eat. Okay. They got tents. They need to eat. They're not being a public nuisance. They just need to eat. That's all. I mean, help them out. Help the homeless out. I've been saying this for almost 20 years, and still nothing ever gets done. Because you know why? Because the more greedy you are, Mr. Coogan, and members of the city council, the more greedy that you are, the less you're going to do for anybody else. Okay? So if you guys going to go in that path, okay, go down that path, okay? If you guys are going to go down that path and be greedy and not help the homeless people out, shame on you. You're all disgusting, okay? Disgusting, greedy, selfishness, okay? Well, that's what it is. And you know something? And I hope you guys are listening. I hope, most of these city councils are listening. I hope they are, because I really don't give a good hoots, okay? That's just my opinion. I don't care. All right. I have a talk show. I talk about this, and this is what I do. Okay. Criticize, do whatever I have to do. Hold these politicians accountable. Okay. Hold these local. I'm not talking about federal. I'm talking about local politicians and holding these people accountable. Okay. Okay. Because they need to be held accountable. And yes, we are angry. We are angry. We are upset because we, the people, are not getting good representation, okay? And you're not giving good representation to the homeless, except tearing them down. And that's my opinion. If you don't like, hey, that's my opinion. And you know something? I'm going to hold myself to it, okay? Because it's sad, okay? You know, a lot of homeless people out there. A lot. There's a lot of homeless people out there. Yes, so that's the most important thing we have to do. We have to help them. And I've been saying this for almost 20 years. I've been saying this about the empty mills. I've been talking about this for quite some time. Okay. I've been talking about this quite some time. So I mean, if the city council is looking for a lawsuit, for putting that ordinance out there, they will get one, because we are the people. We're tired of your nonsense. We're tired of your disobedient. Okay, but you don't do nothing for us. So what is the point of keeping you people in office when you ain't doing a damn thing for us? Okay, but you're willing to stick your neck out. Okay, you're willing to stick your neck out for immigrants. Okay, and give them the shelter. Mayor Paul Coogan's the same way. Okay, Mayor Paul Coogan don't like affordable housing. Mayor Paul Coogan likes market rate housing, and we talked about this so many times. That market rate housing is causing problems. Okay, with the homeless. Okay, that's why we got so much. And some people are like, "Oh no, you know something? If you know anything about market rate housing, that causes a lot of issues. Okay, between the bank and Mayor Paul Coogan. Okay, market rate housing causes problems when you start jacking the rents up. Okay, price gouging the rents like that and raising taxes on top, it causes issues. Okay, if you're stuck with affordable housing, it would have never caused this much issues. All we have to do is borrow money, get money off of HUD, and put it right in there, and we have people renting out apartments and getting there and staying in them. We want people to stay in their apartments, not be, oh, I cannot pay the rent and then all of a sudden they're living in the street. And something, and putting a high burden on the property owners too. That's putting a lot of stress on the homeowners too. Okay, you put a lot of stress on the homeowners by raising taxes. So I mean, you're not doing us any favor. So now I call you out on bullshit. Okay, and I also call you out on bad representation. That's what it is. It's bad representation. People are laughing at us in UK, France, and everything all over. Okay, people are laughing at us. Okay, they think that the city government, they think the mayor of City of Fall River and city councils, they think they're all a bunch of joke too. Okay, so they're all laughing at you guys. Okay, you know why they're laughing at you guys? Because they think that you guys are clowns. Okay, clowns in clown suits. But hey, I hate the I mean, I'm not, I'm just saying things straightforward, okay? After all these years and things that I've saw that goes on here in the city of Fall River, especially in the city hall with the mayor and with the past mayors and the mayor now that we have and the city councils. So, people, I'm going to tell you one thing: if you think that you're going to get a different results off these people, forget about it, because you're not. You're going to get the same results unless you vote these people out and put all new city councilors in there, because you're not going to get a different results. I'm telling you right now. Okay? I'm telling you straight up. And you know something? And I'm going to tell you, everything I've said today on this podcast right now, okay? You know something? You know what? Take my advice, because you're not going to get any different, okay? You're going to get the same old, and people are going to keep fighting for the same thing all the time, okay? Get rid of these people. vote these people out, and that's it. Let's get some good representation going on here in the city of Fall River. So that way we'll have better representation. I want better representation for my grandkids because I know, one day, I'm saying I'm probably, I'm gonna get old. I'm gonna get retired. I'm gonna retire. But you know something? I want good representation for my grandkids. I want them to know that I am fighting for them. I want all my grandkids to know that I'm fighting for them. I want the people in the city of Fall River know that I'm fighting for you. I'm fighting for all of you. I've been fighting for you guys for a long time, even when I ran for city council. Okay, I've been fighting for you, fighting for all of you. Okay, even fighting for the homeless veterans too, and the veterans, so they can have so the VA hospital, so they can get treatment at the VA hospital and everything. So I've been actually fighting for you guys all the time. Okay, yeah. So I mean, hey, you know something? A couple of times I ran for city council. Yeah, I never made it. I ran for senate. I never made it either. So I mean, at least I had the guts. Okay, to do this. Okay, I don't see anybody out there running for anything. All they do is talk. Oh, you didn't make. No, of course not. I know I never did. Okay, but I never held a seat in my life. Okay, but you know what? I'm going to tell you one thing. At least I had the guts. At least I had the nerve to go up against a guy that had more money than I did. Okay, and that wears $1,000 suit all the time, and that would be Michael Rogers. And you know what Michael Rogers told me after I was done running against him? He turned around and he shook my hand. He said, "You know what?" He says, "You have more guts than some people I ever know in the city of Fall River." And you know something? He's right. Okay, so you know what I'm saying? So he's right. I mean, it's not about winning. It's about showing what you can do here for the people of the city of Fall River. So it's not what you can do. Okay, it's not about winning. It's about what you can do for the people of the city of Fall River. Yeah, so you know what people always say, "Oh, the parts of this ordinance is something." Something though, but you don't do that to the homeless people. Now look at people retaliating outside and everything else, retaliate. It's getting worse since this ordinance went through. Okay, it's since this ordinance went through, it's getting worse. Okay, you know it's getting worse. Okay, it's not getting any better. Okay, if I want to say it's getting better, no, it's not. It's getting worse. Okay, it's getting damn worse. Okay, since this ordinance went through. Okay, cops are the cops several times out at the bus station. It's not gonna do anybody any good. Okay, giving these people tickets is not gonna do anybody any good. Okay, what part does people don't understand? Okay, nobody does understand because you want to know why? Because nobody ever ran for office like I did. That's why they don't understand. Okay, that's why people just don't understand because they never ran. They never ran for office like I did. So what? I never got in. Big deal. But you know what? At least I had the guts to stand up for what's right. You know what I'm saying? At least I had the guts. Okay, to put myself out there and stand up for what's right. Okay, it's not. It's not about parts of this, parts of that. We already know that. The reason why that they're around. We already know because they're looking for places to stay and they don't have it. Okay, they don't have it. They've been kicked out of the shelter because they're moving in the immigrants into the shelter. They've been kicked out. What part does people don't understand? Okay, what part nobody understands? Okay, nobody understands anything. Okay, they think people that the people of the people, the working people, the people, city of Fall River, taxpayers. We pay for these shelters, okay? We pay for these shelters for our people to live in them, not for people that come and jump over the goddamn border and say, "Hey, you know something? I'm gonna do whatever. I'm gonna take over the shelter." We have 2 shelters in here, okay? And a lot of people's been telling me about this. Okay, a lot of people's been telling me, Dave, I know you have been saying this for the last 20 years about having a mill, because the mills that you could put hundreds of beds in the mill. Okay, if you take it and you renovate it and you can put hundreds of beds there, put counseling in their form, mental health in their form, and teach them how to use craft. You know what I'm saying? Teach them how to use craft. They don't know how to how to live. These people don't know how to live. Okay? Some of these people come from broken homes and stuff. Some of these people do come from broken homes. They don't know how to live. They don't. They don't know how to live. Okay, some of these people come from foster care. They don't know how to live. How do you know? What do you know about these people? Okay, some people have come from broken homes. Okay, broken families and stuff. Okay, divorced families and stuff. Okay, why don't you just sit for a moment and listen to these people, what they have to say? You know what I'm saying, talk to these people. I do all the time. Okay, I hear stories. Okay, I hear stories for what's going on. I hear a lot of good stories, and also I hear a lot of bad stories too. Some people just don't understand. Okay, and some people don't understand unless you're in their goddamn shoes. And then when you're in their shoes, you tell me. Then you can come and tell me your story. It's sickening already. Okay, it's tiring. It's got to stop. Okay, I'm tired of hearing excuses. I'm tired of hearing excuses after excuses all the time. That's all I've been hearing for the last couple of years. No, it's got to stop. Okay, you got to take care of the homeless people. They want representation. Okay, they want representation. Okay. So you give them people good representation, and believe me, those people will love you forever if you give them good representation. Okay, I don't want to hear no more excuses no more. I'm tired of hearing excuses after excuses. You know something? The city council, the mayor's office, it's like a locker room. It's like kindergarten over there. Okay, arguing back and forth, bickering back and forth about this and this and that. You know what I'm saying? It's already getting tiring already. So why are we paying taxes? Why they're going to keep fighting back and forth all the time and misuse our money all the time? Come on, man. Face the fact. You know what I'm saying? Face the fact. Okay, I don't want there's no more beating around the bush anymore. Okay, I don't want to hear excuses. I don't want to hear lies. I really don't really give a shit. Okay, I don't want to hear no more excuses anymore. Tired of excuses. That's all I hear. Excuses. I hear excuses with the mayor. I hear excuses with the city council. Something. I've been around politics ever since I was 10 years old. Okay, just because I did not hold any office, believe me, I learned a lot. Okay, I learned a lot, and something. And when I did learn a lot, I learned that I've learned a lot. I learned plenty. Okay, at the age of 10, my father showed me who was crooked and who would represent you and who would not represent you. Okay, all right. So I mean, I've been around the block 100 times and back. Okay, and let me tell you something. Yeah, I haven't held any office, but I'm going to tell you, I learned a lot from the mayor, city councils, okay, the state senators, and everything. I've learned so much. Okay, and something. And that gives me a reason to talk about the stuff that they do. I've seen a lot of things that they did, and I've seen a lot of things that they didn't do. Okay, so bad representation in the city of Fall River. If everybody thinks that Mayor Paul Coogan is giving you good representation, I'm going to tell you one thing. You know something? He's not. Okay, don't try to find any different results from the mayor to the city council, because you're always going to get the same bullshit every single time. Okay, every single time. And you know something? And it's a crock. Okay, there's no need of politicians. Okay, that's been in there for quite some time to give you the runaround and say, hey, you know what? We're going to do this for you. We're going to do that for you. Don't say you're going to do things and then we vote for you. Then we don't see you for weeks outside. Oh, well, we're busy. Busy doing what? Sitting there fighting back and forth and everything else and trying to find out every excuse of what you're going to do. Bullshit. Yeah, you people think that these politicians, they think they shit ice cream and they don't. Okay, look at this. Why don't I take the homeless and throw them in Mayor Paul Coogan's yard and let them camp out there in his yard, since he doesn't like to help them, right? Maybe I can put them in his yard, okay, so they can have cookouts in his yard when he's having cookouts over there and stuff, you're just greedy. I'm saying just greedy, and and all he does is give his rich friends pay. My rich friends come first. Well, the hell with the homeless people, right? So the hell with them. You know what I'm saying? The people, us taxpayers, now we got to go out there. We got to help them, okay? Because Mayor Paul Coogan and the city council, they don't want to, they put the ordinance in place. Oh, good job trying to give them a ticket. So when you take them to court, right? When you take them to court, the judge is going to be like, why is these people in my courtroom? What are you trying to make a mockery out of out of the justice system? That's exactly what the judge is going to say. Exactly what the judge is going to say. Okay? Don't tell me. I know. I know. I've been around for so long. I know. I've been around the corner and back. I know what goes on here in the city. Nobody's going to tell me any different. Any goddamn different whatsoever. Because, it went from Jazel Correa. Wait a minute. No, I'm sorry. It went from Bob Correa. I remember Bob Correa. God bless his soul. Okay. I remember Bob Correa. Okay, when Bob Correa, cut the fire department and the police department, it was chaos here in Fall River. It was chaos. Okay, it was when he cut all that public safety. It was chaos here. Okay, it was. Okay, when Bob Correa was mayor, when Carlton Viveris was also mayor. Okay. I knew his son. His son drew for Serta, okay, but he doesn't drive for Serta no more. So I knew the Carlton Viveris, the mayor. For what I understand, he did good. He also did bad stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, but I didn't know him that well to criticize him or say say anything about him. Okay. But all I know that he kept the budget. He kept the. Some people say he kept the budget straight. Some people said that he fixed our infrastructure. Some people say he didn't. It's always been like that. You know what I'm saying? But and some people said that he when the police department needed police cruisers, he gave police cruisers. He gave brand new police cruisers. When the fire department needed fire trucks, boom, he jumped on that right away. You know what I'm saying? So Carlton Viveris, yeah, that had its up and down, but most of it was actually good. Okay, if you look up Carlton Viveris, Mayor Carlton Viveris, when he was mayor of the city of Fall River back then. Let me tell you something, okay? Some of it was good, some of it was bad, but I didn't know, and I didn't know Mayor Colton Viveris after that until I met his son when his son was driving for Serta. So, but his son retired. His son don't drive for Serta no more. So, and let's see here, who else? And there was quite a few mayors too. That I met. I'm trying to think which one was it, but he moved to. He got a good job. I'm trying to think of his name, but it'll come to me soon. But anyways, but when Jazel Carrere came in as a city council in 10th place, and when Jazel came in as a city council in 10th place, and then Jazel decided that he was going to run for mayor and then win, and then all these corruption things came along. The owl. Yeah, I mean the owl, the Snow Owl app and everything for stores and stuff. Okay, I mean, come on, and to see what right. Though the app was for stores. Okay, the Snow Owl app was for stores. I remember Nick Bernia. He's very intelligent kid, very intelligent guy. Now he worked for the district attorney's office, okay, and but he recently quit the district attorney's office and became a real estate lawyer. So I mean, anybody's looking for a real estate lawyer, Nick Bernia is the answer for it. So I mean, it's and then later on, then come to find out that the Snow Owl didn't work. And then when Jazel became the mayor, Jazel, I think he said, sold the Snow Owl to to an investor. I mean, all these investors messing up the investors and stuff, owning money at some point. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Then he started. We didn't care about that. You know what I'm saying? But then other things started getting involved with money, with the defined marijuana dispensaries and letters being overdraft and everything, and being overcharged, and and he's charging people more money, and actually Jazel was actually living the luxury life. You know what I'm saying? Going to casinos and spending money, taxpayers' money, robbing the money from the marijuana and everything. I mean, and when all that stuff came out, forget it. And it was twice that Jazel Carrere has been indicted. Okay, that's how much everybody knows. Okay, if anybody knows, ask Dave. Dave will tell you because Dave's been around that whole. I saw that whole thing. I saw that. We've been we've been fighting to get him out of office for a very long time. Okay, Mayor Flanagan, former Mayor Flanagan, he's did a good job of the city of Fall River. He's been, Jazel accused him for, the gun when there was no gun involved. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's Jazel lied about all of that. If you want to know, I'll tell you. Jazel lied all about that gun situation, meeting him down the waterfront, getting in the car with him. So, I mean, you want to know? There you go. Okay. So, I mean, if people paid attention, they know. If people paid attention, they know what the hell is going on here in the city of Fall River, Somerset, Swansea, and everywhere around. Say people would know what's going on instead of blowing up their theory and ideology and everything else and stuff. So I mean, so talk to me, and I'll tell you exactly what's going on. You know, I'm all done. Let me see here. Let me see what time it is. It's 9:07. It's already like 2 hours. I want to tell everybody. Let me see here. Let's see who's listening. Let's see here. Let me see what's going on here. Well, I mean, they're not sad that, they're not bums. I'm saying they're not. Homeless people are not bums. Homeless veterans, they're not bums either. So I'm sorry to say, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to disagree with that. So right now, I'm just trying to every day I do on my show. Okay, they just need help. Okay, they need help. They need good representation. They don't need someone to be passing ordinance and saying, "Well, no, we can give them tickets." So, but good luck with that because they're not going to get any money off of them. So, good luck with that. Good luck. Yeah, so I mean, hey, you know something? These people been panhandling out in the street for a long time and everything, and these people been panhandling out for a long time. How's these people going to live? These people don't have families. These people don't have places to go. Some people have been in for nobody ever sits and listens to these people's story. Okay, they always, may assume and, assume, well, these people are bad people. These people are going to go out there. These people are going to panhandle. These people are going to, hit people over there. Maybe there's people out there that do that kind of stuff. And, maybe there is people out there that do that kind of stuff, something and ruin it for the good ones. Okay. Maybe there is and ruin it for the good ones. Okay. These people need people to talk to them and say, hey, I used to be homeless for 4 years. Okay. I used to. Okay. I used to be homeless for 4 years. Okay. And you know something? When I came back to my city, believe me, okay, I swore that I was going to give back, okay, to my city. And you know what? I am. I'm helping the homeless, okay? I'm helping them out, okay? Because these people need help, okay? These people don't have a place to go. Some of these people don't have a place to go. Some of these people don't have uh people to talk to, okay? Things cost so much money these days, okay? Mental health and everything, okay? Medication for these people and all, okay? So, you know what? I don't give a damn what people think of what I'm saying right now because I don't care. Okay. I am going to help the homeless. Okay. I am going to, at some point stand in front of the city hall. I'm going to have a whole bunch of homeless people with me. And you know something? We're going to talk about what we can do for them. Okay. They need help. They need people to talk to. Okay. You know, I'm tired of the homeless people being always on the back burner all the time for the last 20 years. If people ever known, okay, the last 20 years. So take care, everybody. Have a great night and sweet dreams. And thank you all for watching. Well, panhandlers, yeah. I mean, um, how else they're supposed to survive? You know what I'm saying? How else they're supposed to survive? These people need help. Good gracious, man. Well, I'm gonna say that there is people out there that say that they're homeless and they're not. I agree with that. Well, you know something, um, if they're not really poisoning our streets, okay. Fall River was always a dump. If you go look back on Fall River history, Fall River was always a dump. And something, and the reason Mayor Paul Coogan, oh mate, Mayor Paul Coogan had to say something, but Mayor Paul Coogan doesn't care about helping anybody but himself and his rich people. whatever those damn people want, they don't how to see personal panhandling every day. You know something? Let me tell you something. I see panhandlers every single day when I'm on the bus, after work, and when I'm on the bus, when I get on the bus, coming home, going to work, coming home. I see panhandlers all over the place. And you know something? And they're hungry. Okay, they want to eat. Yeah, sometimes we always talk about soup kitchens. Sometimes I'll go over there and give them a sandwich. I mean, you know something? Because you want to know why? Because it's the right goddamn thing to do. So I mean, that's why this is why this is why sometimes I'll offer them a soda, I'll offer them a sandwich or something, because it is the right thing to do. You know what I'm saying? I know some panhand, I know some of them will go and hit old ladies over the head and stuff like that, but you gotta weed out. Okay, you gotta weed out the bad element. Okay, I've already established this before. You got to weed out the bad element and take care of the good ones. Okay, not all of them are bad. Okay, you got to weed out who's homeless and who's not. Okay, and it's not rocket scientist. It's not hard to do. You got to weed them out. You got to talk to them, weed them out. Hey, how long you been homeless? Okay, I have experience. I was homeless for 4 years, so I know when somebody's homeless and I know when somebody's not. Okay, I have experience on that and that department. Honestly, I do. James, I have experience on that department. Okay, I know when somebody's homeless and I know when somebody's not. I know when to give and I know when not to give. So, I mean, it works at both ends. It does. It works at both ends. So it doesn't only work at one, it works at both ends. So remember, I have experienced. I know who's homeless. I know who's not. You know what I'm saying? People come up to me and tell me. Sometimes I have people come up to me and tell me, say, "Hey, Dave, you know what? So, this guy ain't homeless. I seen this guy jump in a Cadillac and take off, just dress up as a homeless person just to get money." You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I've had people come up to me and tell me. So I know who's homeless and I know who's not. You know what I'm saying, believe me, I have my sources out there in the street. Hey, you know something? That's why I say, you gather up a whole bunch of friends, and you know something, and your friends will tell you whatever you need to know. But hey, Jane, but thank you for watching, and I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? And hey, this is all you, dude. This is all you. Uh, but I'm working on getting my Facebook page back, my Forward Media Facebook page. I'm trying to work at it. But I mean, I'm gonna, try my best. I'm gonna try to help them because it's the right thing to do. You know what I'm saying? It's not the wrong thing. Giving tickets to them is not the answer. So how are they gonna collect the money? But I want to say best of luck to Mayor Paul Coogan. Best of luck to the city council. Let me know how that works out for you because the shit's already hitting the storm, hitting the streets now. So let me see how that works out. Have a nice day, and this is Dave Mead, Forward Media News. Please share my video. Hey, you know something? Hey, we have to hold politicians accountable, especially local politicians. Have a nice day.